So we have an interesting little problem with this N16 Almera. It's a 2001 example, 5-1 plate, which puts it late 2001-2002. It's quite a late model, as it's the special edition Twister. Now, to jack it up, you'll note on the front arch there on the passenger side, it is very low at the front. Generally this means that we probably have a collapsed spring or broken spring or collapsed strut. In this case it's actually a broken spring. Unfortunately it meant I couldn't get my jack underneath the actual cross member, chassis rail or box section rather, in order to jack the car up, so I've had to do it on this jacking point, which is okay. I mean, it's, you know, it's still there, it's fine. I'll just make sure that I'll just apply lots of rust proofing once I've done it, or once I've finished. So the initial sort of phase here is just to investigate what the actual problem is, and once you've got the car jacked up you can actually have a good look in the arch area. Because of the fact that it uses McPherson struts, you can instantly see if there's a problem with the spring. When lifting it, you will notice I actually paused slightly, sort of a couple of steps through. That's because the spring actually released and made quite a sort of a scary panging noise, which meant that I sort of just stopped doing what I was doing and then just continued to jack the car up, albeit slowly. You can see here that because I've released all the pressure on the spring, I can quite successfully actually jack it up a bit quicker. So what I've did is I placed the axle stand underneath that box section, and then once I got it under that box section, just release the pressure on the jack to just let it touch onto the axle stand, as you can see here. But as I always do, leave the jack jacked up onto the jacking point, so that in case anything does collapse, you've got that jack there as an extra bit of precaution. Now I'm using this really cool Ryobi impact gun, which makes very quick work of the wheel lug nuts, as you can see here. So off they come really quickly. Soaked the nuts in plus gas, which is my preferred penetrating fluid of choice, and also gives you a good sort of opportunity to just sort of check in there, check for rust, check for any other things that you might sort of want to check as well. For a car of this age, it's about a 20-year-old car, it's looked after, but it's not washed anywhere near as often as any of my cars. It's not in terrible condition under here, to be honest. It's about what you would expect. The ferrules on those brake lines seem to be okay. They're not excessively rusty, so we can probably just put a bit of rust proofing onto those to keep them that way. But you can see that that spring is completely ruined. So in the next episode we're going to be removing the strut, replacing the strut, and also giving the car a general service. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.